As they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Buying time is left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Hey, we got 4 down.
He'll drop to throw. It's called left side by Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go now. 60 or. Check right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Bravo.
On 1st and 10, Westbrook flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Hey, you. Check. Block 54. Block 54. Touchdown, defense. Go.
Operating from the gun, Westbrook. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This is taken at his 4. Pretty move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Westbrook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's now third down and 16.
Ready. I got it. Tight ends left. Tight ends left. Four down. Zoom. Four. Tackles.
Now back to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. It doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to throw. Westbrook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Westbrook. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Hey, Lobo. Here we go. Key to tight end. Hey, four down. Mike four. It's a party now. It's ready.
Second and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Single.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. Westbrook. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, Westbrook. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Throwing on 1st down, Westbrook. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Back to throw here. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That could really be demoralizing.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a loose football. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Westbrook, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the clear. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
70, Indy.
Back to throw. Going for it all. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third down. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
15, Let's go.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit?
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
You ain't going nowhere.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Mike 4. Watch the slip. Check 13. Mike 4. Mike 4. Mike 4.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Intercepted. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.